Brad M73 here. Welcome back to Pure Farming 2018. And I guess I'm gotta plant the field. Let's see here. Work. Oh yeah. Okay. So yeah, we're picking up from where I left off in the last episode. Apparently it is not necessary to I want to say till, but I'm trying to do, oh my gosh, I'm trying to do like 7 things at once here. I guess it's not, you don't have to cultivate the fields. Come on now. Oh. Gotta lift her up. You always have to like deactivate your tool when you turn around because backing up can be kind of a challenge. But yeah, I guess it's not necessary to cultivate the fields prior to planting your seeds. Which is kind of weird. Or I don't know, maybe it's not weird at all. But, yeah, several people, I think it was on the last video, I will have to go and look. It's gonna come. Okay. So I'm like, I gotta lift up. The controls don't seem to be all that responsive sometimes, too. I will admit. And it doesn't matter if you're on keyboard or mouse. I have actually posted, my concerns about the controls. I mean, it's not like a deal breaker. You just have to kind of be used to it. But I'm like one of those people that I like really super fast, control inputs. And this game, some are fine, others just seem like they take forever, like rotating the plow. Takes forever. Takes absolutely forever. So you guys seem like you're liking the new Pure Farming series. I'm going to kind of continue on with it for as long as I can. I am really enjoying the game. I've actually been playing it quite a bit. Not recording, just kind of familiarizing myself with the game. I actually started, let's see, when was it? Late last week, I think it was. I actually started a campaign, I guess like the free play mode, where you basically just start off with like a little bit of farming equipment, and you build up, kind of like you would in Farming Simulator. The only thing I don't like about that mode is, unlike the campaign mode where there's like missions that you have to do, or jobs, or whatever you want to call them, you kind of don't have a direction in the game. So if you're new to playing Pure Farming, you're gonna have less of an idea on how the mechanics of the game work. So because it is fun. If you've been playing Farming Simulator for the last however many years and you're familiar with that, and you come into a different farming game, they've changed the way equipment works, what equipment does what, watering, different thing. I mean, there's just a lot of changes, a lot of interesting changes. I think that's kind of one of the reasons why I like this game, and also why I like games like Farmer's Dynasty, is because they take a genre that I really like, I really personally enjoy, and offer something new or different, but in a good way. I mean, we've seen plenty of games like Farm Expert that were just horribly implemented, to the point where the games weren't really that fun to play. I really didn't end up enjoying Farm Expert all that much. I think I just did a few episodes on the series, and then I was just like, yeah, no. It's not working. But anyway. So now we get to plant our weeds. I do like that they've added the options to fast forward time and decelerate time. I might have mentioned it in the last episode. The first episode that I did, which and I can't remember if I mentioned this in the second episode. This is the third episode, I believe. I I accidentally put in the Farming Simulator 17 logo into the opening of the episode, and obviously there was no such thing as, Farming Simulator 17 never came out. It was actually pushed back and renamed Farming Simulator 18. But I put it in there. By the time I even noticed it, the video was way over 1,000 views. So I didn't want to take the video down. So I just left it there. I did make a new screen or a new thumbnail for the video. The thumbnail actually works a little bit differently than what's actually embedded in the video. So I did make a new thumbnail. So the thumbnail is correct, but when you first started off, it does say Farming Simulator 17, which, yeah, I goofed up on that. I was kind of not really in a hurry, but I was having problems finding the graphics that I did have from last August or September or whenever that was, and I actually copied over the Farming Simulator, or not Farming Simulator, the Pure Farming. How many times have I said Farming Simulator here recently? I did copy over the Pure Farming logo and for 2018, and I guess I just didn't put it in the graphic, and so yeah. Oh well, it's not really that big of a deal. I got the text title right, and that's the one that's maybe more important. I don't know. But I just wanted to kind of explain that because people might have gotten confused and been like, wait a second, something is not right here. So what are we, 44% complete with this, and yeah, this definitely goes a little bit faster than the actual plowing. The plowing is oh, put me to sleep. I wonder what we do after this. I wonder if we have to go get fertilizer. Which we might. Ooh, we're coming up on 50%. There's 50%, 51%. Well, we're halfway done, so that's good. Turn that around. But yeah, I mean, somebody made a comment about how they weren't going to watch my series because this is the story mode, and if they wanted to watch a story, they would go read a book. I don't know what to say to people like that. I mean, if you want to be, smart about it, then go read a book. I mean, I'm not going to stop you. I'm just, playing the game, showing people how it works, and it's not really a story mode. There is a story starting out, where your, grandfather left you this farm and whatever. But that's really where the story part of it ends, as far as I've seen. I mean, I've played the My First Farm mode pretty far in, and I mean, there's been no other story elements that have popped up or anything like that. So yeah, I'm not really too concerned about that. It's just nice that if you're not familiar with this game, you can start out in My First Farm mode, and through the course of having all these different tasks to perform, you have to do specific tasks, and you can also branch out and kind of do some of your own stuff as well, but in order to advance the tasks, you have to complete those tasks. And so in doing so, it just familiarizes you with the gameplay mechanics of Pure Farming 2018. And then you can go and you can, start, just a open play where you just do whatever you want. And all the machines are unlocked and so on and so forth. So yeah. What did it say we were at? 66? $66. All right. Yeah, and once we get a larger tractor and a bigger plow, and then we're able to hire workers, the process of turning your fields over is like a lot less painful. Because plowing, especially if you've got smaller equipment, plowing can really take a long time. Come on now. The game still is stuttering. I can't remember if I've messaged Techlands about that issue or not. I would like them to look into it. But the game doesn't stutter at all if I'm not recording. So for those of you guys out there that are just playing and you're concerned about buying the game and having it stutter, I haven't noticed any stuttering whatsoever while I'm just playing, by myself and not recording. I've also seen a lot of people complain about kind of this gray overcast, like back in if you look at some of the trees or actually the shadows in the hills, you can kind of see how it looks a little bit hazy. I actually see that as, atmospheric haze. It's kind of like something that you would actually see with your naked eye if you're actually ever on a farm. Some people have really complained about it, though, especially like in the in-cab view. If you look at the black corner posts of the cab or the steering wheel, it's not like they're true black. They're more of a gray color. And some people have been really complaining about that on the Steam forums. And so I don't know if that's going to be something that they're going to change in the future or what, but it doesn't bother me at all. But yeah, definitely does bother some people. So something else that people have been talking about, a lot of problems, and I think I mentioned this back in the first episode, and it was where I said there was something that I didn't want to talk about, and that was basically the hiring of workers in the My First Farm mode. And when the game was first released, when the game was first released, for whatever reason, the hiring of workers in this mode was broken, and so I just didn't want to mention it until it was patched. And since that episode, it has been patched, and I've actually tested it, and it works fine now, so that is no longer a concern. Okay, so the next thing we're going to have to do after this is we're going to have to irrigate the field, which means we get to go and get the water tank, and hopefully it's full. And we get to water the field, essentially. Okay, so now we've completed the sow field, but I want to continue going. Because obviously I don't want 93% completion, I want 100% completion. so that we get the, you know, we do get the full amount of 17,637 pounds of wheat to the granary. It turned around here. But basically, you know, the other thing I could probably do is I could probably go and buy a fertilizer. Actually, I don't know if I can buy a fertilizer yet. Uh-oh, we missed a spot. Come on now, lift her up. And there we are. Okay. So let's just drive this up here. I'm going to just drop this off. The water tank is over there next to the greenhouse. Whoops. There we go. Do 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 do. The bird is flying up in the sky, way off in the distance. And are we full? We are full. And this is kind of similar to seeding, except I think we have a little bit more width with the water spray. We might have to go back and do a, you know, refill the tank maybe once. I can't remember. Work. There we go. Yeah, see, we get a little bit. Actually, the width on this seems better than it was. I'm missing the side of the field here. Get close to the side of the field. Come back and redo that. Go. And basically we just do this back and forth. Like, do farmers actually irrigate their fields with water tanks like this? It just seems like an inefficient way of doing it, but I don't know, maybe they do. I am not a farmer to know. Oh no, we're missing a spot. There we go. It seems like it's wider on the left, or yeah, on the left than it is on the right side, but I don't know. Maybe it's not. Come on. I do like the vehicle models. I think they've actually done a very good job, and I would say that for the most part, they pretty much rival, you know, what we're used to from Giants. Oh, there we go. Got a little bit of a stutter there again. Can kind of zoom in here. Ah! Did not mean to zoom in that much. Ah, did not mean to do that either. Ah, darn stutter. I would almost think that the stuttering might be some kind of a loading issue, but I don't know what it would be. I have updated my graphics card drivers. I just did that last Thursday, I think. And I'm pretty sure they were up to date, or as up to date as I could make them at the time. Spray. There we go. %. Gosh, it seems like we've been spraying more than that. Now I could just drive in circles around the field as well. I don't know if that would make it any faster. Probably not. Irrigation 50%. That's what I like to see. And I think I actually did try going in circles one time, and I don't know that it made things any faster. Like, well, we can do it once really quick. Yeah, we're definitely going to have to go and refill here in a moment. Okay. So you can see, you do kind of miss a little bit more. All right. We're going to be empty in just a moment, so we'll run back, refill, and finish this field off. We don't have very far to go. Oh no, that's not the water tower we need. Down to 16 gallons of fuel. You do have to watch your fuel a bit more on this in this game than you do in Farming Sim. Though I think they did. I'm pretty sure they did go back and reduce the fuel consumption, because it seemed like you were always going and refilling vehicles before the patch. Transfer. So we'll just drive back, finish this field off, and I guess I could fast forward time right now. That would be the other thing I could do. Like we could also water the parts of the field here that I didn't quite get. Much better. Come on now. Wasting water. Yeah, I don't like the delay in like the watering either. It's like when you hit the, you know, the bumper A, see it's still, sometimes it just doesn't work. There we go. So I think that, you know, they do need to work a little bit to make the controls a little bit more responsive. But again, I think for a first generation game, they've actually done a very good job. Very good job. %87 done. So it's going to say we're complete here in just a second, but not really. But now what I can do, let's see here. Let's turn this off really quick. We're going to increase time to 600x. I'm just going to finish off the watering here. Come on now, spray. There we go. And it's becoming nighttime. Ooh, the sun is setting. Ooh, look how... Oh, there we go. Now it's officially nighttime. So let's turn the lights on. And now it makes it a lot more difficult to see where the lines are on the field. There we go. Okay, now we won't be able to see them at all. So let's take this back, and when we come back in the next episode, we will be all ready to harvest. So guys, thank you so much again for watching, hanging out with me as I play the brand new game Pure Farming 2018. As always, don't forget to hit that like button. Helps me out. Lets me know that you like the game and you want to see more. Please leave a comment. Let me know what you think of the game and how I'm playing it. And if you haven't done so, please subscribe for this and many more videos. Guys, I am BradM73, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.